Astounding! You clicked on my video. What a good choice that was, sir or madam. How's it going, WheezyNewsers? As you can tell from my surroundings, I am not in my abode. I'm not in the place where I live. I'm in a hotel room in Washington, D.C. because I'm here for Playlist Live DC, and I traveled here. And so today I wanted to talk to you about reasons why traveling is good for you. I've compiled a list of 10 reasons why traveling is good for you. I personally really like to travel. I, for a long time, was a little bit afraid of flying, but I've kind of gotten over that. I always like traveling. So far at DC, outside of Playlist, China and I were able to go to the Smithsonian American History Museum, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial, both of which very, very, very awesome. In the Smithsonian, I was surprised to see Breaking Bad garb. The yellow suit that Bryan Cranston wears in Breaking Bad. Spoiler, he wears a yellow suit. And the some other item from the show. Oh yeah, there's a drawing of Heisenberg. Spoiler. I don't know why that's a spoiler. What else did we do? We walked past the White House. We had wonderful experiences. And that's what travel is all about. And here's 10 reasons why it's good for you that I've just came up with and I wrote down. Number 1, it gets you out of your routine. When you're at home, you fall into routines. Some of them are useful routines to help productivity. Some of them are just habit, and things that you need to break. And when you get out of your routine, when you bust that cycle, it helps you to learn possibly what you're doing wrong, what you don't need to be doing. Getting outside of it helps you to learn to observe it. You know what I'm saying? And so your routine's all messed up, and then when you come back to it, you can, maybe improve upon your routine. Number 2, it's fun. Travel is fun. Uncovering previously unknown to you horizons. It's human nature to want to venture into the unknown, and that's what travel does. It stimulates the joy nozzles in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Number 3, it's good for humanity. You experience new cultures. When you experience new cultures, you see how the rest of the world lives. You get out of your own little bubble, your own little cultural bubble, and you learn about other cultures. And when other cultures interact with each other and learn from each other, I think in the end, that's probably better for all. Once we understand our similarities and our differences, if we all understand each other, we can live as a whole, as a whole human race on this spaceship Earth. Number 4, it makes you smarter. It doesn't necessarily make you smarter, but it can. Traveling forces you to use your brain in ways that you haven't, like just the process of traveling, going to the airport, getting on the plane, reading about the place you're going to, the history of the place you went to. Smart is a kind of an objective term. What does it mean to be smarter? You have more knowledge, but you also are more receptive to new ideas because you are going to new places. Number 5, it gives you perspective on your own life. You get out of your bubble, you get out of your routine, and then you can look in from a new point of view, and maybe not just improve upon your routine, but go even a little deeper. Maybe you can improve upon your entire worldview because you're seeing it from a completely new angle. You know what I'm saying? There's a little overlap here with getting out of your routine and giving you perspective, but this is just a list that I made. Okay, guys? It's not always going to be Shakespeare. 6, it forces you to solve problems. And forcing you to solve problems, I think, is ultimately good for you because then it'll be easier to solve problems later. Because the more you solve, the better you get at it. Problems such as how do you pack all of your items into a bag? How do you get to the airport on time? How do you get the best deal on a hotel? Or say you lose an item. You lose your toothbrush. How do you solve that problem? Do you find a place nearby to go buy a toothbrush? Do you use your finger to brush your teeth? Do you not brush your teeth? I would recommend brushing your teeth. So does the American Dental Association. But travel forces you to solve problems, which I think is good for you. 7, it makes relationships with the people around you stronger. Hopefully. Because obstacles can come up when you're traveling, and people have to work together to overcome them. And if you can successfully work together over these conflicts, your relationship will be stronger. And you will share in memories of the new places that you discover together, which makes your relationship stronger. It could go the other way. You could discover that this is a relationship you shouldn't be in. I hope it doesn't. But that's also something good to know. 8, it helps you overcome fears. Fear of the unknown. Most humans just seem to not like the unknown. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of getting out of their comfort zone. They're afraid of new foods, new people, strangers, dark alleys that are probably safe but seem dangerous. Flying. I was afraid of flying, and I've gotten over it after flying a lot. I believe in facing my fears to get over them, and it has helped me overcome my fears. And I do not like fear to rule my decision making, and travel has helped. Number 9, sorry. Gives you memories. And what is life? What is humanity? What does it mean to be alive? But to have memories. Your life. It's all, you're creating it all up in here, in your head space. It's the stuff around you, and then it's the stuff in your memories. The more you travel, more memories you have. If you're in a same old routine every day in, day out at home, just over and over and over, you're probably not creating new memories. You're probably just like, yeah, I did that again. I did that again. I did that again. Blah, blah, blah. And then you talk like that. No, you don't talk like that. Maybe you do. I don't know. It gives you memories. Okay, guys. Number 10. It could help you uncover opportunities. It depends on where you're traveling, I suppose, but like playlist, for instance, it's a convention that I'm traveling to that it could be useful for my business life, for my professional life, to interact with people from other places in the world and uncover opportunities that I didn't even know existed. I ended up being a guest on Good Mythical Morning because I ran into Rhett, sorry. Ran into Rhett and basically said, hey, I like your show. I want to be on it. And they put me on. It was great. And those are the reasons that I think travel is good for you. I don't know if this is an 11th reason or what, but it changes my worldview. I think of the world differently now because I've traveled so much. I spent probably from 0 to 27, 28 years old, I traveled a little around the country. But now, because of being in the band and because of YouTube, I've traveled a lot of places. And I think of the world differently. And I think I have a more accurate view of the world because I've actually seen it. And putting things in perspective, I think it helps me. It informs what I make and and I want to be useful to the world, and knowing the world helps me be more useful. So that's why travel is good for you. If you're afraid of travel, if you're afraid of the unknown, if you're afraid of strangers and new places, I hope you can bring yourself to give it a try, because I think it's pretty great. It can be expensive sometimes, so look for deals, and don't be a dingus. That's the moral of every video I make. So that's all. Awkward smile. Oh, subscribe. There's a subscribe button over there. There's a Patreon right there. Like I said in the last video, new perks over there. I'm going to be giving Patreon a lot more love in the next week or so, probably the next forever. I'm gonna start putting up unique posts in the Patreon feed. I'm gonna make a video, welcoming video. I'm gonna probably add more perks, maybe modify the perks the way they are right now, because I want to make Patreon a special place. And so there's Patreon if you want to check that out. And that is all. Awkward smile, wink. All right, this is so awkward.